Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Lou Metzger, your host for this Lawrence Welk show. This program is called Hooray for Hollywood and was taped in 1975. On this show, the glorious song, The Sound of Music, is performed by our own champagne lady, Norma Zimmer. Tom Netherton sings that song from Casablanca, As Time Goes By, and Larry Hooper sings Toot Toot Tootsie. Later in the show, we'll visit with Welk star Gail Farrell and learn how a young woman from Durant, Oklahoma, was discovered in Hollywood. Now here's the maestro himself, Mr. Lawrence Welk.
Tonight, a musical salute to the movies. Hooray for Hollywood!
Take your girlie to the movies if her folks have company. When you buy her popcorn and a candy bar, she'll think you're as great as any movie star. Take your girlie to the movies, hold her hand and she won't care. When the picture's over and it's time to leave, don't forget to brush the powder off your sleeve. Take your girlie to the movies if you can't see her at home.
Take your girlie to the movies if her folks have company.
When you buy her popcorn and a candy bar, she'll think you're as great as any movie star.
Take your girlie to the movies, hold her hand and she won't care.
When the picture's over and it's time to leave, don't forget to brush the powder off your sleeve. Take your girlie to the movies if you can't see her at home.
Good suggestion. Take your girlie to the movies. Greetings, my friends. A warm welcome to you all. This evening, we're saluting Hollywood and the movies with some great songs that made movie history. Our lovely champagne lady, Norma Zimmer, sings the title songs of one of the biggest box office attractions of all time, The Sound of Music.
Song for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze. To laugh like a brook as it trips and falls over stones on its way. To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I'll go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. Be blessed with the sound
lovely. The beautiful sound of Norma Zimmer. Another song from The Sound of Music lends itself nicely to our champagne style. Maria, gentlemen, a 1 and 2 and...
Good, wasn't it? You know, one of the people that was in High Society, the movie High Society, do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
One of the stars of that movie really made it into High Society. Grace Kelly, she became the Princess of Monaco.
Well, not only that, but her co-star became a king, in a manner of speaking.
Oh.
Bing Crosby became the king of crooners. Here's one of our favorite songs, and it's from the movie High Society. I give to you and you give to me true love, true love. So on and on it will always be true love, true love. For you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me love forever true. I give to you and you give to me true love, true love. So on and on it will always be true love, true love. For you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me love forever true, love forever true.
Many young movie fans are now discovering the great Humphrey Bogart pictures of the 30s and 40s. I think this song by Tom Netherton will recall some memories.
You must remember this, a kiss is still a kiss, a sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you, on that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date, hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man and man must have his mate, that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
That was nice. Well, and Bob, that was nice. Listen to the applause for those two folks here. Please, please. Aren't you afraid to do this type of a thing? The same thing happened to one of my boys several years ago. He started his own band right away. We don't want that to happen. Go back there and visit with those pretty girls there. The award-winning movie The Sting brought back some wonderful ragtime tunes dating back to the turn of the century. We feature Cissy and Bobby dancing to one of these songs. It's hard to tell the difference nowadays, especially with Cissy wearing a mustache. The title of that song was The Entertainer, very appropriate for this talented couple. And now another wonderful entertainer, the little Mexican senorita we found in Escondido, California. Anacani is joined by Neil Levang.
Solamente una vez amé en la vida, solamente una vez y nada más. Una vez nada más en mi huerto brilló la esperanza que alumbra el camino de mi soledad. Una vez nada más se entrega el alma con la dulce y total renunciación. Y cuando este milagro realice el prodigio de amarse, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. 'Prodigio de amarse. Hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón.
In 1944, the movie Going My Way won an Oscar. So did the star of the picture, Bing Crosby. And so did this song from the movie. And here's a new twosome, Tanya and Dick.
Would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a mule? A mule is an animal with long funny ears. He kicks up at anything he hears. His back is brawny, but his brain is weak. He's just plain stupid with a stubborn streak. And by the way, if you hate to go to school, you could grow up to be a mule. Or would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are?
Or would you like to be a fish? A fish can't do anything but swim in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. Although he's slippery, he still gets caught. If that's the sort of life that you wish, you might grow up to be a fish.
And all the monkeys out in the zoo, every day you meet quite a few. So you see, it's all up to you. You could be better than you are. You could be swinging on a star.
As you can see, we have a beautiful audience with us here this evening. Several George Gershwin songs were featured in the award-winning movie An American in Paris. I kind of like the title of this Gershwin song. It's wonderful. Are you ready, my boys? A 1 and 2 and playing this evening. It's wonderful. The first full-length talking picture, The Jazz Singer, featured the great Al Jolson, and what an entertainer he was. Larry Hooper and three pretty companions recall one of the hit songs from this movie.
Tootsie, goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry.
Don't cry. The choo-choo train that takes me away from you. No words can tell how sad it makes me.
Kiss me, Tootsie, and then do it over again.
Ooh. Watch for the mail. I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you'll know I'm in jail.
Tootsie, don't cry. Tootsie, goodbye.
Tootsie, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Tootsie, don't cry.
Don't cry. The choo-choo train that takes me away from you. No words can tell how sad it makes me.
Kiss me, Tootsie, and then do it over again.
Oh, yeah. Watch for the mail. I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you'll know I'm in jail. Tootsie, don't cry. Tootsie, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Isn't it great to see Larry Hooper performing that song? Thanks to public television, moments like that are seen every week. Stay tuned for Joe Feeney's stirring performance of Be My Love and Bob Ralston's solo work on the theme from the summer of '42. And we'll visit with Welk star Gail Farrell later in the program. But right now, back to the show.
And here's another memory of the master showman, Al Jolson. And we call on Delo.
Mammy, the sun shines east, the sun shines west. I know where the sun shines best. Mammy, my little mammy, my heartstrings are tangled around Alabama. I'm a-comin', sorry that I made you wait. I'm a-comin', hope and pray that I'm not late. Oh, mammy, my little mammy, I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles, my mammy. Mammy, I'm coming. I hope I didn't make you wait. Mammy, I'm coming. Oh, Lord, I hope I'm not late. Mammy, look at me. Don't you know me? Why, I'm your little baby. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles, my mammy. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles, my mammy. Thank you very much. Thank you. And as Al Jolson would say, and now next we take you back to those good old days of the silent movies with a lot of excitement with our own Keystone Cops, Bobby Burgess, Arthur Duncan, and Jack Imel.
What a police force. They've really got a beat. I apologize for that one. The great Italian tenor, Mario Lanza, made this next song famous. Now, how would you like to hear it by a fine Irish tenor, our own Joe Feeney?
Be my love, for no one else can end this yearning, this need that you and you alone create. Just fill my arms the way you filled my dreams, the dreams that you inspire with every sweet desire. Be my love, and with your kisses set me burning. One kiss is all I need to seal my fate, and hand in hand we'll find love's promised land. There'll be no one but you for me eternally. If you will be my
In our television audience, we have many fans of Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald. We also have many fans of Norma Zimmer and Jimmy Roberts.
When I'm calling you, will you answer too?
That means I offer my love to you, to be your own. If you refuse me, I will be blue and waiting all alone.
But if when you hear my love call ringing clear, and I hear your answering echo so dear, then I will know our love will come true. You'll belong to me, I'll belong to
It was good to hear that song again. The French composer Michel Legrand wrote a beautiful score for the movie Summer of '42. Our own Bob Ralston has made a beautiful arrangement of the theme of this picture. Bob, let's hear it. wonderful. Ava Barber is known as a country singer, but this young lady does an excellent job with any kind of song. Listen to her rendition of this Oscar-winning song.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me, nothing's worrying me.
Here's the first country song to win an Academy Award. It was sung in a movie by the late country star Tex Ritter. Let's call on our own country singer, Clay Hard.
Do not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Wait, wait long. I do not know what fate awaits me. I only know I must be brave, and I must face a man who hates me, or lie a coward, a craven coward, or lie a coward in my grave. Oh, to be torn twixt love and duty, supposing I lose my fair-haired beauty. Look at that big hand move along, near in high noon. He made a vow while in state's prison, vowed it would be my life or his, and I'm not afraid of death, but oh, what will I do if you leave me? Do not forsake me, oh my darling. You made that promise as a bride. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Although you're grieving, don't think of leaving, now that I need you by my side. Wait long, wait long, wait long, wait a long.
That was excellent. The Broadway musical The King and I also became a great movie. It won awards for musical scoring and for actor Yul Brynner. Here's a medley of some of the wonderful songs from this show. George Cates conducts the orchestra.
so glad you could be with us for our show called Hooray for Hollywood. And I'd like to send up a big hooray for our special guest because she sings, she plays the piano, she's an accomplished songwriter and arranger, she's a wife, a mother, and I'm glad to say she's my friend. Please welcome Gail Farrell. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
Now, we all think of you as being from Oklahoma, but the truth is you were born in California.
I was born in California in Salinas. Actually, we lived in Hollister, but it wasn't big enough. They didn't have a hospital, so I was born in Salinas. And then when I was a tot, my mom consented to my dad's wishes to move back to Oklahoma. So Oklahoma's home.
I remember you used to say, Daddy was a cowboy, Mama was a plumber. Explain that.
Well, Daddy was. In fact, when he was in California, he was a champion roper. And when we moved back to Oklahoma, he brought heading and healing to the roping community of Oklahoma, and he would be the healer. And then, well, first of all, the head would be roped. There's two cowboys, and the first one ropes the head, and then my dad would come in and he would rope the heels. And of course, the trick is to try to get both those heels inside that rope. And my mom, when we first moved and bought a big cattle ranch in this little town called Caddo, it's about 800 people, about 12 miles north of Durant, where I really grew up most of my junior high and high school years. My mom took a job as a bookkeeper in a plumbing store there in Little Caddo. And then the owner, Mr. Jordan, moved the store to Durant, and my mom ended up going into partners with him. And all the men, all the contractors, the plumbers, all the workmen there in Durant would come to her, and she threaded pipe. I've seen her thread pipe on those big machines. You know, she can tell you the difference in a nipple and a nut and an elbow and a T and all that stuff. So that's why Lawrence, he liked it. It's a cute joke, you know, when I would do my thing in the live show, he liked for me to say that, and it got a little chuckle from the audience.
So how did you get into music and discover your talent?
Well, you'll probably remember that picture that Lawrence showed on the air one time of me when I was a little bitty thing with curly blonde hair.
At the piano.
Turned around there at the piano, and that was still in California. So evidently I was tinkling with it when I was still a tiny tot there in California, but I remember that I did start piano lessons when I was in first grade. So I was 6 there in Caddo. I was studying with the pianist at the First Baptist Church, Mrs. Taylor, and then she decided that I needed a different teacher, and that's when I went to Durant and started with Mrs. Lemon.
So were you a piano major in college?
I was. Yeah, piano was kind of the driving side of my musical life when I was growing up. I always sang, was studying with Mrs. Lemon, and always was going to contests and that sort of thing. And during the years I was in chorus and all that sort of thing in high school, I was always playing the piano. I was the accompanist.
You were also in beauty pageants.
University of Tulsa. And that actually, I ended up being that my junior year. And then I won a swimsuit and talent in the Miss Oklahoma pageant. But didn't make the top 5. I made the top 10, didn't make the top 5, and I thought, well, this is ridiculous. And you see, I had these visions of following in the footsteps of Anita Bryant, because she was from Oklahoma, had gone so far in the beauty pageants, and I believe she was first runner-up to Miss America. And so I decided to start all over. So my senior year, I entered the Miss Tulsa preliminaries and won Miss Tulsa, and again entered the Miss Oklahoma pageant and lost again, which is probably the reason I ended up being on the Welk show.
That was my next question. How did you come to the Welk show?
Well, okay, so here I am, a new graduate of the University of Tulsa, just lost the Miss Oklahoma pageant that second year in a row, and I'm about ready to fall on my sword. I just knew my life was over. You know, I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs, sobbing on the roof of the Mayo Hotel in Tulsa. And my sponsor, Alan Ferguson, who owned the Hammond organ studio and the piano store there in Tulsa, sent me out to Hollywood to take the training to teach the Yamaha music method to preschool children. That was down in Montebello, south of L.A., and at the end of the week, I just called my mom on the phone and said that I thought I would run up to Hollywood and check out a little bit of auditioning. And she said, well, why don't you just try out for Lawrence Welk while you're out there? And I said, oh, well, we'll see. And I'm driving down Sunset Boulevard, and I see the Hollywood Palladium over there with the marquee. That's Tuesday that I was driving, and I saw the marquee that said Lawrence Welk and his Champagne Music the coming Saturday night, the following Saturday. And I talked with Ralph Portner, the sales manager of the Palladium, who he said, whatever you do, Gail, don't wear too much makeup and don't wear a low-cut dress. That's on the Tuesday. So this is in the days before FedEx. And I called my mom and I said, Mom, you know that dress with the white dress with a ruffle collar up to here? Could you send that special delivery? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
before
special
FedEx?
delivery.
She sent that dress out to me, and that's what I wore. Ralph said he would leave me a ticket there at the door of the Palladium, and he did. I just was so trusting from Oklahoma. I thought everybody said what they really did what they said they would do in Hollywood, and I was very fortunate because they did. And he left me a ticket. I went in there. And he said, now, just kind of hover there close to the stage, and I'll point you out to Lawrence, and he'll probably have you come up and sing for him. Little did I know at the time that he did this hundreds of times over his career, probably thousands. If he saw a pretty young girl in the audience or a young man, he was probably going to ask them, do you sing, and have them up on stage. Anyway, they're in the third dance set. It's 10:30. Nothing's happened, and I'm being nice and polite and kind of laid back, and says, okay, it's time to take matters into my own hands. He was out on the floor there, tag dancing with the ladies, and so I just went up and tagged him and said, hi, I'm Gail Farrell, I'm from Oklahoma, and I want to audition for your show. And he said, you know, my girl, you remind me of Anita Bryant. I said, I tried to get her on my show, but George Goebel had beaten me to her.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's how it happened. I got up on stage and sang, and you know how Lawrence was always playing with the audience. He controlled them. I mean, he just had them in the palm of his hand. I'm singing, and he took a pen out of his suit coat as if he's going to sign me up. But, the audience was just going crazy. And he said right there, when I finished the song, you know, I think I'm going to have this girl on the opening show of the new season. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if she ended up becoming a regular member of the musical family. You know, I mean, he just had a sense. Mm-hmm. He had an instinct.
And he was as good as his word.
Well, 1 o'clock, the dance sets are finished. He calls me back into his dressing room backstage there. And Bernice McGinn, who wrote all of his books, was in there with him documenting, I guess, everything that was going on in his life at the time for the book. And he asked me what my philosophy of life was. And somehow or other, I knew exactly what he wanted to hear. So I told him, I believe in obeying my parents, working hard, and getting up early. Oh, that's great. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you an airline ticket after we get back from our summer tour at Harris Club. And I want to have you on the opening show of the new season. And he did. He was good for his word.
And he didn't even realize you played the piano when you joined the show, did he?
No, I was so sick of playing the piano. You know, I had all my senior recitals and my junior recitals and all my symphonic concert things that I was playing on. And I was really tired of practicing. Really tired of it, and I just needed a break, I guess. I didn't tell anybody for a year that I could even read music, probably. I mean, surely that I didn't play the piano. Surely that I did play the piano. I didn't tell anybody.
You've worked with some great celebrities. Who are some of your favorites?
Andy Williams. I continue to work with him these days, do musical recording for his theater in Branson. Very gracious man, and just loved him when I was a child growing up, and used to put on Andy Williams records and dance around the living room singing them. You know, so for me to work with him over the last number of years has been a pleasure. Ladies, Dinah Shore. I cried when she passed. I remember where I was standing when we lived in Nashville. I remember standing in my bedroom, hearing that news and just crying. She was such a gracious lady, and I did television specials with her in Hollywood. And she was just as warm as could be. A Tennessee girl, just heartland. Wonderful.
What did Lawrence teach you in your years on the show with him?
He taught me that the audience is right. It really is show business. It's not show art. We all take our turn at our time, probably when we're younger, thinking about show art. And that's not to discount that, because that's wonderful too, and we all like to be creative and express ourselves. But, you know, nothing can keep going unless there's some income generated. And through all those years that Lawrence played in the Midwest with those bands and was so right there with the audience, you know, he always was about doing what the audience liked to hear. A big lesson. Took me a while to learn that, because I used to solicit numbers to Lawrence that I'd like to do on the show, and he would say, you know, if we do that song, we could lose 1 million viewers.
Lawrence was one of a kind.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And so are you.
Oh, thanks. Honey.
So glad you've been a part of this wonderful musical family.
Well, thank you, and it was really fun singing with you all these years.
Thanks for joining us, Gail.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks to all of you for making the Lawrence Welk Show possible on public television. Until we meet again, as Lawrence always said, keep a song in your heart.